So here we are at Fandom Pulse that has this supposed leak of the plot to Fantastic Four First Steps. And sounds likely. Heard different elements of this earlier. And then the recent final trailer kind of backs up some of these aspects. So anyway, here we go. Reddit user accomplished fact 453 shared the alleged leak to the Leaks and Rumors subreddit. Well, there you go. It makes sense. According to the user, the film opens with the line, "You all know the story." It then shows a brief montage of past battles, including the Fantastic Four fighting Mole Man, and an action sequence with them fighting Red Ghost and his chimps. A little more on that later. But after this montage, which is something I always expected, they're going to kind of try to cram in Fantastic Four adventures and go straight to the big battle with Galactus, which the thing about them taking on Galactus, this would be the kind of thing you would do for Fantastic Four Part 3, you know? Whereas Mole Man could have been your first movie, Red Ghost could have been the second one. And then here you have Galactus in, the end of the world type story. But instead, well, it went this way. So anyway, Sue discovers she's pregnant. We've already seen scenes of that. We know that's happening. And of course, the baby is in the movie. As the team prepares for the new baby, Shalabal shows up with a warning. And in the trailer, you see her give that warning. So yes, this is on. It's unclear what this warning is. Well, not anymore. I've seen the trailer. So the team decide to go into space after her. She takes them to Galactus, who's on a massive ship consuming a planet. Galactus agrees to spare the Earth, but only in exchange for their child. So, as with the comics, they're going with Franklin is this godlike being. He's born with these awesome powers. And playing into that, which may also play into Doomsday and Secret Wars. Be my guess, but I'm thinking that's the deal. So anywho, there they fixed up the CGI since that first one, but still, what are you doing? Anyway, the Fantastic Four refused the deal because, come on, it's their kid. And battle with Shalabal. In the middle of the fight, Shalabal is thrown into a wormhole where she experiences a month while only minutes pass for the team. Okay. In this month, wait. In this month, did they get it backwards? The full thing's down here. With the team refuses, it was her where she experiences. Well, she experiences. That's odd. They spend the month, but it's only a few minutes for them, while she is stuck in a wormhole, and for her, it feels like it lasted 30 days. Well, anyway, in this month, the Fantastic Four are able to seemingly extricate themselves from the battle, and Richards creates a plan to teleport Earth away from Galactus. However, Shalabal sabotages the teleportation tech after she returns from the wormhole. With their original plan thwarted, the Fantastic Four decided to teleport Galactus himself away from Earth. Well, that's even a better plan, because where were they going to teleport the Earth anyway? I guess they found another system to put it in and that kind of thing. But now it's just, well, let's just zap him away. Where does he end up, though? In the MCU? Yeah. Well, anyway, from there, the alleged leak claims that Sue Storm, who is described as the leader of the team, sacrifices herself to defeat Galactus, using all her powers to send him to a portal. While she sacrifices herself, her son Franklin resurrects her. That's right. He does have that level of power. Finally, it reveals a post-credit scene involving Dr. Doom kidnapping Franklin Richards. The leak states Sue is reading a book to Franklin. She gets up to grab another one. In the background, we hear the sound of a teleportation device activating, obviously the same technology used in the movie earlier. When she returns, she freezes. The book slips from her hand. Standing before her is a cloaked figure. Dr. Doom. We don't see his face, so it's probably not Robert Downey Jr., but his full body is visible beneath a silver cloak. In one hand, he holds his iconic mask, rendered in CGI. In the other, he carries an unconscious Franklin. Cut to black. The Fantastic Four will return in Avengers Doomsday. Oh boy. The post-credit scene was allegedly leaked at the end of May after a test screening for the film by Scooper My Time to Shine. Hello. According to Superhero Hype, the Scooper revealed that Sue Storm is reading to Franklin, but after she gets up and she returns to witness Dr. Doom holding his mask and sitting next to Franklin. So lines up with that one, so it probably is something of that nature. And since you don't see who is Dr. Doom, I'm assuming this isn't Robert Downey Jr. in the getup. It could just be anybody, which lends to the thought that Robert Downey Jr., he is playing Dr. Doom, but it's Dr. Doom having taken over an alternate version of Tony Stark's body, which he has the ability to do. And so the actual Dr. Doom, his real body and everything, was standing in the room with Franklin there at the end of the movie. It's just speculation on my part, but it could be that way. So the official synopsis, set against the vibrant backdrop of the 60s, blah, 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 blah. So there you go. Galactus is getting turned on by the Statue of Liberty, but not enough for him to stop from destroying the planet, unless they give him the baby, because Franklin's got all that power and whatnot. So probably accurate. Probably. And also this business of teleportation and whatnot, and they throw Galactus into a wormhole. Yeah, he's going to end up in the MCU. That's the deal. But what if the MCU already has a Galactus? Then there could be two Galacti. Yeah. Doesn't say anything about Shalabal dying. I've heard that she ends up turning on Galactus at the end, which, of course, the original Silver Surfer, her husband, that's what he did. He turned on Galactus in the end. And maybe something of that nature happens. And this, both of them die, but Franklin only saves Mommy, It could be something of that nature. I don't know. But anyway, this, I think, it's very likely. Sure. So back to that business of the montage featuring Mole Man and the Red Ghost and his super apes or super chimps or what have you. It's long been rumored, and John Malkovich, it was confirmed that he was in the movie, but now it's starting to look like, was he cut from it, as this article asks here over at Cosmic Book News. I can't imagine why, but unless, as the article suggests, there's other reasons for it. Disney released the final trailer for the Fantastic Four first steps, but John Malkovich's name is missing from the accompanying press release. He was previously listed amongst the cast, sparking speculation he'd play the villainous Red Ghost, because right here, he looks like the Red Ghost. Yeah. Now his absence raises questions about whether his role was cut, recast, or is being kept under wraps. The latest press release from Disney makes no mention of John Malkovich, despite his name appearing in earlier promotional materials. His rumored role was Red Ghost, a Soviet-era scientist who uses invisibility and commands superpowered apes. The omission suggests something changed during post-production, or that Marvel is holding back or on confirming his role for story reasons. The press release still states the main cast, in addition to stating the action, adventure features, all these guys. Studios sometimes omit cast members to preserve surprises, especially for characters tied to major plot points. Red Ghost has deep ties to the Fantastic Four's early comic history. And Marvel may be positioning him for a third act, twist, or post-credits reveal. On the other hand, Malkovich may have exited the project entirely, or his scenes could have been cut or delayed for a later installment. Well, when the casting was first announced, Malkovich told GQ, the reason I didn't do them had nothing to do with any artistic considerations whatsoever. I didn't like the deals they made at all. You mean the superhero movies or action movies? Something like that, I guess he's referring to. He continued, these films are quite grueling to make. If you're going to hang me from a crane in front of a green screen for 6 months, pay me. You don't want to pay me? It's cool, but then I don't want to do it because I'd rather be on stage or be directing a play or something else. Well, stands to reason, especially since he's getting up there in years, you know. And yeah, more than likely, they probably hung him from a crane in front of a green screen in this movie. Well, anyway, with just weeks until release, fans won't have to wait long to find out. The Fantastic Four gets released on July 25th. So anyway, the setup, Galactus, all that. So it's odd. And would they take the footage out to use it for some other movie or somehow rework it for Doomsday or something? I don't know. It seems more likely it was used for, the montage that Fantastic Four's been around a while and they've had these adventures, and they dealt with Mole Man and they dealt with Red Ghost. And then here comes Galactus, something like that. I don't know. So why? Why remove it? It's curious. But it may he's just in it. I don't know. Again, as with all things concerning movies, I'll have to wait until I see it to confirm it. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see how that turns out. As for the plot leaks and all that, yeah, seems I'm going with probably true. Yeah.